What's up, guys and girls? I'm back again, and today we're going to talk about why you should first invest in your retirement over everything else. Well, besides investing in yourself. Now, here's the truth that most people don't hear early enough. Your first investment should almost always be in your retirement.
Should I put all my money in Bitcoin?
No, it's extremely unstable.
How about all of it in real estate?
No, what if you can't find tenants?
How about I put it into stocks then?
No, the market could crash.
So I shouldn't invest in anything?
No, you should invest in...
Because it's the one financial goal you cannot borrow, delay indefinitely, or easily catch up later. And the earlier you start, the more the math works for you in your favor. And let's break this down so that it will actually make sense. And at the end of the video, I'll show you an example of it with using QQQ, a ETF. I'm just picking QQQ because it's a common ETF people buy. And then I'll use SCHG just so we can have two examples and you can figure out which one you want to pick. But at the end of the day, investing early is the goal you need to do. And the very first few things you need to invest in is, one, is into yourself, go to school, get an education. But two is your retirement account. Not many people tell you to do this. And it's very sad about it. Because if you want financial security, you should always think about saving for retirement for the long run, and I really wish school had teach this. Now, why retirement should be your first investment? The first reason why is time is the most powerful wealth building tool you have. Retirement investment isn't just about how much you save, it's about how long your money has to grow.
Time in the market is so much more important. It's greater than timing the market.
The unfortunate truth is nobody knows what's going to happen in the market over the long term, but here's what we do know. Every decade, there are about two downturns, and more often than not, the markets are moving in an upward direction, and more often than not, the upward movements are much longer and last for much longer than the downward movement. So more money is lost in the market trying to avoid the next downturn than just participating in the next downturn.
The compound interest, the power of 72. Here's a video about compound interest.
The rule of 72 will blow your mind. Albert Einstein once said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. This rule basically tells you how long it takes to double your money. So if you invest in the stock market and get an average annual return of 10%, then 72 divided by 10 is going to be 7.2 years. This means it'll take you around 7.2 years to double your money every time. So if you start by investing $100,000, by year 7, it'll be around $200,000. By year 14, it'll be around $400,000.
In your 20s and 30s, have decades to compound. Even small contribution could snowball into a huge amount of money and build you well. Starting early means your money works harder than you would ever could. And that is the number one reason. Number two, future, you absolutely need your retirement. At the end of the day, you can't go around it. You will absolutely need it. For other things like a house, a car, college, business, you can take out a loan for it. But you cannot take out a loan for a retirement loan. There's no such things. So if you don't save money for your retirement, no one does it for you. You can't borrow against anything else if you do not have any assets. So guess what? There's no loan for retirement. So you have to do it early, do it for yourself, because no one at the end of the day will take care of you. You can't rely on your family. You can't rely on your parents because they might be passed away. You can't rely on your kids because they might throw you in an old folks home, don't want to take care of you. At the end of the day, the only thing that can take care of you is you have your own money in retirement and you do it yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. Number 3, majority of people are going to be working for an employer. And if they have a 401k plan, guess what? Employee or employer match equals free money. If you don't just do the match and you are passing on free money. If you have access to a 401k match, that match is literally guaranteed double your return. Skipping it is like turning down part of your paycheck. And this is why I tell people at the bare minimum, I know you're paying off debt. I know you're trying to do all these other things, but you need to at least do the employee match. This is one thing I do disagree with Dave Ramsey and some other investors, because this is what Dave Ramsey say whenever you're in a baby step, what to do.
And the faster you concentrate on that, the faster you're going to be able to move on with wealth building. And people who try to do 3 things at once don't get any of them done. These are the things we taught you when you went through Financial Peace. I kind of think you flunked.
I understand that Dave Ramsey helped a lot of people, but at the end of the day, I'm just doing what I want according to the compound interest and what happens. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, will it make a big difference? Not really. But 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years of passing up free money could make a difference. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, number 4, starting late is extremely expensive. And I'll show you this in the end of the video, so stay tuned. If you wait until your 40s or 50 to start investing for retirement, you have to contribute much more to reach the same goal. Early investment equals less stress later. That's what it equals out to. Actually, here is a video about how much you have to invest in your 40s and 50s to equals what you do in your 20s and 30s.
Jack and Blake. So Jack starts investing at age 21 and invests $2,400 a year for 9 years. Then he stops at 30 years old. So 9 years of investing, total amount contributed $21,600. His friend Blake starts investing at 30, and he invests $2,400 a year till 67. So he invests for 37 years. The total amount he contributes is $91,200. Now they're both at age 67. Jack's investment has grown to over $2.5 million. Blake's investment has grown to almost $1.5 million.
Number 5, it builds financial discipline. If you start doing this and start your financial journey now, you will start learning about stocks. You'll start learning about ETF. You'll start learning about investments. And this is the start of your financial journey. You are getting free money from your employer to invest. And if you're a good investor, you will take the time to look at each one of those portfolios that your 401k has and pick the proper one with the help of a financial advisor. Guess what? You just start your financial journey. You learn to pay yourself first. You learn to automate a good habit, and you start building a foundation for finance. And before taking big risks, guess what? You just did the best thing you could do for your retirement, and it's starting your retirement. And it's like the strength training for your financial life. This is where most people should start their financial journey. It's not buying a house for rental. It's not starting a business. It's working for someone, building your 401k, and learning about finance and business at the start of your journey. And this is where you learn, and it's a great chance. And this is what I did. Number 6, once a retirement is handled, everything else becomes easier. And this is 100% true. This is what I learned about Coast Fire. If you don't know what Coast Fire is or the FIRE movement is, here's a video so you can understand it.
Now, Coast Fire. Remember, FIRE is financially independent, retire early. Coast Fire is the idea that you have saved up a lot of money up front, and then you let compounding do the heavy lifting, so you don't have to save as much during middle age. So most of the people like.
So when your long-term future is secured, you can invest for a home, travel, a business, kids' education, and wealth building without the pressure of what if I don't have enough later. This is why I tell people the first thing you need to do is go ahead and knock your 401k out and put it on autopilot. Once you do that, all the money you end up saving from building up the good habits, guess what? You are now financially free from worrying about one of your big life goals because you put in autopilot. You don't take major risks with it. And then whenever you want to start a business, you're not taking from your 401k. You're not worried about it because you have the extra money for the business, for the kids' education, for travel. And this is what I did. Once I built up my retirement account, I let go of the reins on being so stressed out about money. I built wealth and I allow it to build now and allow it to compound interest. And finally, the bottom line, your retirement is the longest and most expensive bill you ever have. And you only have one chance to do it and you can't postpone it. Investing early gives you freedom, option, and peace of mind, and no other investment can match it. If you want, I can help you think through on how much you want to invest, which account is considered a 401k, IRA, Roth IRA, how to prioritize retirement versus other goals. Just let me know, comment down below if you want me to make one of those videos, and I'll address some of those things. But at the end of the day, let's go into the example. It's an investment calculator. So I loaded the data on here, and we're going to do 40 years just so I can collect the data. At the end of the day, you can be at any age, but I'm going to use QQQ. It's an ETF. It's a decent ETF and people like it. And this is just for example. You can use any other ETF or stocks you want for the example, but I loaded the data and we're going to put $500 a month. And let's see on the chart what happens. So you'll get your first $1 million in 18 years. So if your age of, let's see, retirement is 67 minus 18, guess what? 49 years old. You can start doing this investment and you'll have $1 million. Yes, but let's look at the power of the compound interest and you're 27. It gives you exactly 40 years of retirement to retirement for 67. And you just invest $500. You'll end up with $71 million. According to this chart. Now, remember, this is just an estimation, and this could happen or this could not happen based off of the numbers that we are given. But that's 40 years of investment. So the earlier you start, the better it be. Now, if you want to even get 71 million, that's a great amount of money from the age of 49, where this person is, to get to 71 million. That's the power of compound interest and allow your money to grow over time, because you see it starts rolling dramatically after 1 million. So after the first 18 years of you taking it, it takes you another, let's count it, 1, 2, 3, 4 years to hit your second $1 million. That's how fast it grows. And this is why I'm trying to help you. Now, let's say, oh, QQQ, it's not the stock you like. Well, I'll just pour SCHG. Let's load the data. We're going to put $0 and we're going to put that you're investing $500 a month, something reasonable. and 40 years, so we can break down the numbers and math over time. And you'll get your first million in 20 years. So if you need $1 million for retirement, it takes you 20 years at $500. $500. And this is factoring if you do the employee match and you put the bare minimum amount in. So let's say employee match is 3%. And say the employee match is 3%, you make $50,000. Hey, roughly it'll be about the right amount of money. So $50,000, get 10% a year is $5,000 a year. Do that divided, it's $416. Now, that means actually if they do a 3% match of that, $125 of free money they're putting in for your match. So 125 plus 75. So 125 plus 75. So 125 plus 475 is actually $600. But let's say you don't put the full amount and you only put the bare minimum of 3%. I'm just going to use 500. And it's just a reasonable number to put in that everyone should be able to put in every month. If you automate it, 20 years, you'll have $1 million. But if you allow it to invest for 40 years, you'll have $38 million. That's the power of compound interest. If you want to go into the super wealthy class, this is all you have to do. You can work a full-time job and still be super wealthy. So that is just my example pulling data off the internet. So hopefully that helps. And hey, like and subscribe to my video. That's all I got for you.